Good morning, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. My name is Tom, and today we're back on Ebony Island, and we're hoping for a double harvest. Those of you who are up with the video so far, remember we've got this field over here, which is corn, and we've got another field just, can we see it? Just where you can see the combine, just over there, just over that fence. That's where we've got some sorghum to hopefully harvest. We bought these fields thinking they'd be ready to harvest, and they weren't, and we've had to wait a day, we're now into September, to see if we can harvest. Let's check the corn. No, it's still growing. Okay, so the corn isn't ready yet. I mean, if on here it's down as dark green, so it's on growing, so it's nearly there, like really nearly there, so ridiculously close to being there that we're so close to getting that harvested, so close. Hopefully this sorghum's good to go. We need to harvest something. The sorghum's ready to harvest. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We can harvest something at least. So let's get the tractor and trailer over there. We need that for this harvest. Not sure what we're going to do, if we're going to sell it all or store it all. Okay, let's get ourselves lined up to bring in this sorghum harvest. Are we harvesting? We're not harvesting. Why aren't we harvesting? We're not lowered it yet. Oh, it has harvested it. Okay, I'm getting a bit confused. We're off and harvesting our sorghum. Happy days. Did anything come out the back? A little bit. Do we need to do that? Will that make it? Not available with this current crop type. Okay, so we can't get anything like straw or hay or anything like that from sorghum. We just take off the tops, and then I guess we'll just need to cultivate the bottom. I'm not particularly sure how it's going to work, but let's see. Trying to turn around to these fields is really tricky. It's not easy at all. I'm really hoping that corn harvest will be ready today, because this was my day of doing a double harvest. I was really excited about the double harvest, but maybe we can only do one. Maybe we can only get one done. We'll see. We'll get this harvested up and dumped into the trailer, and then we'll work out what we're going to do next. Get the sorghum into the trailer. I mean, it sort of looks like baked beans. Yeah, that really looks like baked beans, doesn't it? I don't know if we're going to get another full load. We might do, but there's not a lot of field left. Maybe we store one and sell the other from these two harvests if the corn does come in. That's something we'll have to check again a bit later in the day. I am hoping that here this goes yellow later today and we can harvest it. That'd be really good. Look at, I've missed that corner just there. It'd be really good if we can get a double harvest in. It'll get us a lot more money if we sell both, but I think we'll probably keep one. As I said, we need to look at the prices, work out what's going to fluctuate, what's going to go up and get us a bit more yield, a bit more profit later in the year, because we have got the facilities to store them in our silos. So that's a decision we need to make at the end. And that is going to be, what, about 6,000 or 7,000 litres? Not too bad, to be honest with you. From a small field, I mean, all the fields on this map are really quite tiny, but that's decent. I think it'll be about 7,000 litres. We can jump in the other tractor when this is full to work out exactly how much we've got. And then, as I said, we need to look at prices. What can we sell for? Is it worth storing and holding on to it for a bit? And let's jump in this tractor. We have got 8,239 litres of sorghum, and you're only a quarter full. Sorghum's there. You can get 1,148 at the supermarket per 1,000 litres, so that's going to get us about 9,000, 10,000 pounds. So that's not too bad, really. But what we do need to look at is price fluctuations. We're in September, so the price is increasing. If we can wait until October, it's going to go up. At the moment, we're probably right at the start of September, so did it say what it was? 1148. If we wait an entire month to the end of October, it's going to go up to about 1,200. I don't think it's worth. Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth holding on to it for that long. So we're going to put it into our silo and see what we can do. If we just hold on to it for a day, we don't need the money now. We've got 18,000 sitting in the pocket. We don't desperately need it now. But is this, and I need to remember where the silo is. Is this a silo here? Yes. Okay, that's our silo. I've not used a silo before, so I'm a little bit nervous we're going to break everything by doing it, but hopefully it'll just give me a nice unload icon and we can unload. There we go. We can unload it, push the baked beans into our silo. Lovely. And we've got those stored ready for another day. Probably later today, I think we'll go and sell it, to be honest with you. I don't think we're going to hold on to it for that long. But the later we hold on to it, logically, the more the price will go up. If we look now, it's already gone up by a whole £1 per 1,000 litres. So that's already earned us another £9 just by waiting. Now that's harvested and we've got the sorghum neatly stored away in our silo, we're going to go and check on this field and see if it's ready yet. I mean, it was only a few hours ago we came up here, but we're going to see if it's ready. I forgot we left the header here. Let's have a look. It's ready to harvest. Oh, amazing! The early morning sun has just pushed it over the edge and it's ready to go. Wonderful. We need the harvester. We've dumped the header back in the shed, so we don't need that one because we need the corn header, which is already sat up. I think it's been sat up there possibly since almost the first hours of this farm, maybe. It was one of the things we thought, oh, we can get that done straight away. And yeah, that didn't happen. We made some errors with the field purchasing, but you know, we learn from these errors. That's the thing. Let's pick up the corn header. There we go. And I mean, it's not the widest corn header in the world. It's harvesting the corn. We've got a tree line in the way. Maybe first person's going to be the best way for it. We can just about see where we're going, but I think this is going to take a while because this header isn't very wide at all. We've missed some there. We need to make sure we're getting everything in. That isn't the best camera. Okay, we are missing a lot here. We're going to have to go back over this. This is going to be a long one, I think. Because we've got a very thin header. It's quite a big field. Should we do a little bit of a time lapse for it as I swirl around and pick up all the corn? Yeah, I think so too. And we're on to the final strip. That took a little bit longer than I thought it would. Again, I think it's just because of the lack of width of the header on this combine. Are we even going to get all this in? We're just going to leave like a fine line of corn in the field at the end of this. I think we're not going to be able to do it. Can we manage it? Can we manage it? We missed one bit of corn. Just one solitary bit of corn. That's all harvested. Let's go and get that deposit into the trailer. Then see how much we've got. It feels like we're around the same, around 9,000 litres again. And then we need to look at prices and what we're going to do. And it's 8:15 in the morning. We've not really got very far with the day. And we need to kind of take stock of what we're going to do next with our day. Because we've done our double harvest. And what else can we do? I think maybe we need to think about fertilising, rolling, de-weeding our other field potentially. We'll make a decision. So we've got both the sorghum and the corn now stored in our silo. I'm looking here at what the prices are doing, and I don't think I'm going to sell either of them. But hear me out. This is the reason why. Looking at the sorghum, we've got 8,000 litres. The amount we've got in storage doesn't really matter at this stage. What is important is the prices. So for sorghum, it's the best we can get is 1,181. And for the corn, the best is 918 at the moment, but they are changing. Sorghum's going up slightly. Corn is dropping slightly whilst we record this. But look at the sorghum price here. So it is going up. We are in September. So it is going up. But if we wait till December or January, it's going to be worth near enough 1,500 per 1,000 litres, which is huge. It's borderline a third extra on what we've got now. A bit less than a third extra on what we've got now. So I think we wait on that. And I think we do the same for the corn. The corn price is a little bit more all over the place, but we're right bang in the middle at the moment. It's at 918, which is less than kind of half of the spread. But again, if we wait till the end of January, it's going to be at £1,500. So I think we're going to wait on both. We've got 23,000 sitting in the bank. I did just find another collectible while I was exploring another farm, but I think we just keep going with what we've been doing. I talked about livestock farms, but I've got a bigger plan. We're going to have to do some serious work to get towards that bigger plan, but I really like the potential for what this plan's got. But what I want to do next then is this field here. We've already sown it with canola, but we need to weed it, we need to lime it, and we need to roll it. So let's get that done. So I've actually completely changed my mind. We're not going to go and get the weeder, or not yet at least. I'm going to cultivate and seed the other 2 fields that we've just harvested before we bother weeding, because there's no point in loaning. We have to loan the equipment anyway. We haven't quite got enough money to buy it outright. So there's no point in doing all that, the weeding, the rolling, the liming. Is that the right word? The doing the lime, if we've only got 1 field and there's 2 others that are going to be, you know, coming in soon. So we're going to get this field and the other field we just harvested cultivated first and then seeded. And then we can do a big round of lime, a big round of rolling, and a nice big round of weeding. That's the cultivating and the seeding done. Just so you know, I've done wheat in 1 up here. 208 has got wheat in. And 198 has got barley, and it felt sensible. A sensible thing to do for those 2 fields, and as you can see, they're very much in the early stages of their growth. But we do need to de-weed them and 199 and lime them, including 199. We also need to roll them, but as rolling doesn't give you a huge amount of extra yield, so we're going to leave that one for the moment. I have got my other tractor here. Here he is. Being brought in by a lovely AI lady. Thank you, AI lady. You can stop there. Thank you very much. There we go, you see. Sometimes the AI, they do good things. Not all the time, but sometimes. But, right, let's jump into the shop and let's see what we need to buy. So we need to buy 2 things. We need to buy a fertilizer spreader. We need to I say buy, we need to rent. We need to rent this one with some lime. So let's rent this one. This is going to be an expensive rent. This is £2,200. That's fine. And then we can get ourselves some lime. Where's the lime gone? Is it in big bags? Is lime in big bags? There's lime. I'm not sure how much we're going to need. So we're just going to buy the 1. And let's see, actually, if we jump in... Let's jump in this tractor. Because I'm not sure, really, how much it's going to fill up. I might just fill it up all the way and then just store the lime for a rainy day. Because you're always going to need it in the future. There we go. Can I fill it? Refill. There we go. How much is that going to fill it? Oh, not much. Not much at all. Let's get another bag, shall we? Let's get another bag of lime. Let's get 3. Why not? Why not? Let's just buy lots of lime. Because why wouldn't you? And then we can get that to fill up. There we go. That's filling up. That won't completely fill it, but it'll be pretty close, I think, to being filled. Filled. It'll be close. And then the other thing we need to get is if I jump out of there... Can I just turn that off? Will it still fill if it's turned off? No, it won't. It needs to be turned on to fill. Oh, yes, it's slowly shrinking. Okay, excellent. Yeah, the other thing we need to get is we need to get a sprayer. Or you can do weed with this in the first stage of growing crops. So we can get this for de-weeding. We just pull out small growing weeds between crops. Breed in the field state. Things can be only used in the first stage of growing. I kind of want to try this instead of using chemical sprayers, which you can get here. That just says sprayers increase the harvest. Oh, do you know what? We're just going to use this weeder. I didn't know this existed until I just saw it. So we're going to get ourselves, that's 6 meters, that's 12 meters. It's double the price. How much is the rent? 900 quid. We're going to go for this one. We're going to try and get this one in. And I'm actually... Yes. Let's get the weeder on here, and I think that's going to do it. I'm not sure. This might be the right way. It might not be the right way. Why won't you attach? You should be able to attach. Any particular reason why you're not? Have I not gone back far enough? There we go. We've got the attach on there. It's okay. It can hold it. That's great news. We'll get that back out on the road. Why is there a percentage thing on the bottom? Does it need... What does it need? What's that icon for? Oh, you can seed with this tool. Oh, you can do seeding with this tool as well at the same time as weeding. That is pretty neat. That is pretty good. Let's get this filled up with everything. We are nearly brimming this thing. The spraying for this is really not going to take long at all. Of the lime, you're not really spraying it with lime, are we? We're coating it with lime, I suppose. So this isn't going to take too long, I think. The lime isn't, but the weeding is. That's the bit that's going to take the time. So we're unfolding this weeder. Check it out. That is looking good. Now, the worry I've got is that we're just weeding the ground. If I do that, does it do anything? That looks like... Well, it's pulling up things there, but that says... Growing... weeds growing... Weeder. Doesn't say it needs lime though. That's upsetting. I don't know if it's doing anything. There was an option to turn on the weeder. Let's just do that a second. But I don't know if that's something to do with, like, putting in the seeds or whatever, because there is an option to choose to seed, but we haven't got any seeds for this. So I'm a bit confused as to what's going on, but I'm sure it will all become apparent soon enough. So let's tear through this. I realise we're missing the edge of the field a little bit, but I'm wondering if we can hire the AI worker to help us out a little bit in a little while. In fact, I wonder if I do it, if they just do it or they'd moan. Let's try it. There's no field found, so it can't see what we want it to do. Oh, that says no weeds, so it is doing what we want it to do. We just can't get the AI to do it for us, which is fine. That's not a big problem. Let's lower that. Go back a little bit. Do we see on the map, do we have a visual on the map of if it's weeded or not? Weed, there we go. No weed, needs rolling. That needs rolling. Oh, there's some weed. Look at the weeds on this one. Not a fan of that at all. It appears to be cutting the grass running outside the field as well. What else can this tool do? It's cutting the grass for us. It's weeding. It can plant things. Is this the best tool in the game? I don't understand how it's cutting the grass. Or does it count the grass as weeds? Is that what it's doing? Is it counting the grass as weeds? There may be some logic to that, you know. Potentially. I'm not sure. Hey, look, there's my other tractor over there, look. With the lime in it. But apparently we don't need to lime this field, which is odd. I thought you need to lime all fields. Maybe you don't need to do certain crops. Again, answers in the comments. As per with this game, your answers are always helpful. And that is that field done. I mean, you can see by kind of the marks from the tractor, we didn't do the best. How do we fold it? That one? Yeah, we didn't do the best in terms of keeping in line. I was going really well and then got confused. It didn't go so well. So yeah, that one's done for the weeding. We've got 2 more to do. We're going the completely wrong way. And I am cutting to other people's fields, which probably isn't the greatest thing to do. But we can get away with it because we're a farmer, obviously. I'm getting the impression that my AI is causing a humongous traffic jam. He's just parked in the middle of the road. How long have we got? We've got a bit of a queue back this way. A little bit of a queue this way. We'll need to move that in a minute, won't we? Yeah, to get people moving again. But no, we need to go and weed that field there and the one next to it. And our weeding is done by this amazing piece of machinery that can help us with it. It's a shame we can't allow our AI to do it, because that would save us a hell of a lot of time, because it is a little bit fiddly. But we've got there just about with it. I'm going to bring this guy up here. I wonder if we can get the AI to do the lime. I don't think we can, but I'm going to try it. I'm not sure if it does, because it's not like a defined thing, is it? It does say hire AI worker, which is encouraging. Can we change the spread? No, let's just go with whatever then. I'm not sure what the spread is. Let's just turn it on and find out. Here we go. It's probably not as wide as I think it is. If I do that, does he just... Oh! AI can do it! I mean, we've missed a massive area at the start. I don't even know if this field might not even need liming. It just says needs rolling. He's fine. He's happy as Larry doing that. We'll leave him to it. We're going to weed these next 2 fields. And then we're gonna be in a really good position, actually. Once these are all done, we're going to be in this wonderful position where we've got 3 fields all growing. Granted, it is going to take until, I mean, next spring to harvest. But we're going to be in a position where we've got all 3 fields growing at once, which is going to bring us a big harvest in. And what is happening? He's filling up his own lime. That's what he's doing. There's probably a way to stop that. It might be in the settings. I'm not sure. But no, we're going to be in this great position. We've got these 3 fields, and we've got the stuff in the silo, which is amazing. So we've got a lot of things to be happy with. And as I alluded to earlier, I do have a sneaky little plan. Whilst we've been doing this harvesting and other things, I've got a little plan that we might be able to do in a few episodes' time. We need to raise a lot of money to do it. I've got a very exciting little plan. It kind of melds together everything that we want to do with this save. Mainly to do with getting some livestock areas for livestock. and some other things that just make it a little bit better. But I'll keep it under my hat. If you want to have a guess away in the comments. If you think you might know what I'm up to and what my plan is, be interesting to see if anyone is on the same wavelength as me with this. So if you think you know what my plan might be, let me know in the comments. But it's an exciting one, but we do need to raise about 150,000 to do it. But I'm excited nonetheless. I have just had the notification say he's finished his task. Right, okay. So they've missed all those ends. Understandable, you can miss those ends. That makes sense, doesn't it? You can understand why they've missed those ends. He's also missed that strip along the top of the field because I missed that, so that's fine. Doesn't explain why he hasn't done here. What on earth has happened over this side of the field? What have they been doing? Half a job, Bob, I tell ya. Honestly, right, let's fire this up again and actually finish off the job. This is why, I mean, you can't trust the AI. They lull you into this false sense of security that they're actually doing a decent job, and then they're absolutely useless. So let's get this field done. I did just check the field that we're weeding at the moment, and it does need lime on that one, though this one didn't say it. So, I mean, have I just killed the crops for putting lime in? I'm not sure. But we're going to finish off the lime in this one. We are eating through the lime. It's a good job we bought so many bags, because we have got this field and then the other two to do as well. But if we do decide to foolishly trust in the AI again, they buy it themselves, because we dropped a fair bit of money while they were doing that. But it's fine. I've missed that little patch. That's really annoying. We'll come back and get it in a minute. We've got to get these ones. Yeah, the AI is so hit and miss on this. I haven't had a proper look yet about smarter AI mods, but there's got to be some out there somewhere that have helped the AI do their thing. Right, is that everything? We've got that little patch. That's that bit done. We'll grab this bit, and then we'll pop over to the other field. Lovely stuff. Does it still say it needs lime? Yes, it does. It does need weeding as well. That's going to be the big job. So let's start this off, and I just be interesting to see what he does. That's a face full of lime. Thank you. Face full of lime. Let's see what happens, because we've got, and it still says it needs lime. Have we limed it too late? Does it tell me on here if it needs lime? No. Maybe we don't need to lime that one. Do you know what? We're not going to lime this one. It says it needs lime. We're liming it and it's not picking. I mean, you're not doing anything now. Are you doing anything, Sunshine? Is he going to kick it off now? Yes, here he goes. We're getting face lime, but is it saying it's limed? It's not. I think we're just wasting lime. Genuinely think we're just wasting lime by doing that. So let's stop him, because I don't think it's given us any bonus. Let's just leave the tractor here. We can finish off weeding this one. I have to think of the word. Finish off weeding this one. Is it still weeding? No, it's not. What's gone on? Have we turned off? What's happened? Turn off weeder, lower weeder. No, I think we're still going, aren't we? Lift fold. No, we're good. That's fine. If we don't need to do it, there's no point in doing it, is there? So we'll get this one weeded, and then we'll get it limed, and then who knows? We're now weeding the last field, and I can tell it's working on this one, because if I look at the map, you can see we've got this lovely light blue, and all the green weed is slowly disappearing. I have left that. I mean, that could be an absolute car crash over there, but we'll see how we go with it. I mean, if the AI does 80% of it, I'm probably happy-ish with the outcome. We'll see. But no, we're going to get this all weeded, and then we should be in a really good place for this field. I've actually just worked out you can see roughly where you are. All these kind of green kind of shrubs dotted every now and then, they are the weeds. And as you can see on that outside strip, there's none of them because I've weeded them. They're gone. Sorry, that was me just putting in a bit of an American accent. I've been listening to the radio on here. I didn't realise until recently you can listen to the radio on this game, and there's a huge amount of choice. Just tap F5 on your keyboard. I won't put it on now because it will play something that will mean I can't put the video up and all that jazz. You press 5 on the keyboard and you can get lots of choices. And there's loads of live radio stations as well. Things like Truckers FM. I've listened to them before when playing ETS. It's a great little radio station run by real people. If you don't listen to the radio when you're farming, just pop it on, give it a listen. It's recommended by Tom, which is a decent recommendation, to be fair. So I'm just trying to get these final little bits of this field that I can't see on the field. I can't see the little bushes or shrubs or anything, but it is showing on the map that it's not done yet, and they're all done. Look at that. A nice, clean, weeded field. Needs rolling, but it's fine. It's been limed as well. Well, no, it hasn't been limed, and it doesn't... Maybe liming you can only do at a certain time in the growth cycle. Maybe you can only do it right at the start. That's ringing a bell somewhere, potentially. We need to... I mean, we let the AI do it again, and they've done... Like, an 80% job might be a little bit on the generous side, I think. Because... Yeah, I mean, I've seen worse, but I've definitely seen a lot better. Let's finish off this job, and then it'll be time to take all this equipment back, and then, you know, we're ready to roll on these fields. That's the good thing. These 3 fields are ready to go. They're growing. We need to do another fertilizer at some point, but we've got the equipment for that, so that's not a big problem. And that's pretty much where we're going to leave the episode. As I said, we're going to finish off doing the lime on this field where the AI failed, essentially, and then we're going to drop the equipment back, and we're going to finish the episode. I mean, right here, you don't need to watch me doing all that bit. It's kind of a bit of... It's farm admin. We don't need to see farm admin. It's not what we're all here for, but no, thank you so much for watching this video. Apologies it's taken so long to get this one out. This video's been kind of in process for about 2 weeks. Essentially, as I said in my community post, real life has just got in the way. It's just everything's been so busy, so much going on. I haven't had the time to sit down and actually play the game, let alone edit the videos, make a thumbnail, upload it to YouTube, all that jazz. But thank you for sticking with me. Thank you if you're still here, enjoying this content. I'm enjoying making it when I get the time. But it's fantastic. So thank you for that. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button and why not subscribe as well. We are still growing towards 400 subs. I'd love to hit that soon during this series, as it's still quite a brand new series on this channel. So make sure you subscribe to be along for the journey. But thank you so much for dropping in. I've still managed to miss that bit. How is that possible? I'm the world's worst liming person, and now I can't reverse. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon for another episode here on Ebony Island. So take care of yourselves. See you later. Bye-bye.